everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kelsie. I do beauty, fashion, and lifestyle posts on here, and I also have a blog. It is kelsiechristine.com, so don't forget to check that out as well. But I am back with another beauty mix look for this week. This week's look is all about the cut crease. I love doing a cut crease, and I'm showing you how it's easy to achieve with hooded eyes. I have slightly hooded eyes, so it makes it a little difficult to do a cut crease and actually look decent with it. So I'm going to show you step by step how to achieve it, and we're focusing mainly on the eyes today, so let's jump right in. If you want to see how I get this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing to do when you're starting with a cut crease is making sure you have a good base. So I already have my foundation on, so we're just going to jump right into the eyes and then I'll finish the rest of the look later. So I like to start out with a good base like the matte paint pot. This is in soft ochre, and I just use a concealer brush. It's just a flat brush. And I just take it and put it all over the lid. So I'm just gonna use my finger and really blend it all the way down to the bottom there. And then I'm just taking this powder sweep brush and some translucent setting powder and setting that. We're gonna go in with the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It's been a while since I've used this. So we're gonna start in the crease with my BH Cosmetics Fluffy brush. It's just for the crease. And we're gonna go in with a transition shade. I'm gonna use Weekender right here. Just a very soft brown shade. Then we're gonna stick to a little above the crease since I do have hooded eyes. And we're gonna go in with Good Is Gone in the crease with my Morphe M518 brush. Looks like this here. We're gonna stay a little above the crease and kind of place that there. So it's super patchy, and I'm trying to decide. You see how patchy that is? How it's like super dark? It just would not blend out. It's like dark in some spots. I'm gonna start over, I think. Okay, so I had to start over because it just wasn't working. So I'm gonna try the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette. I hope they still sell this, but it is so pretty. And we're gonna try to stick with all of these colors. So as a transition shade, we're gonna go in with Hot Spell there. Just keeping that above my crease still. Little in the crease and a little above. All right, then we're gonna go in with the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Heist. It's like an orangey brown there. And this is a little bit tapered, if you can see. So we're gonna use that just a little above the crease again, but not as high as I took that other shade. Working a little more precisely with this guy. All right, then going in with a little more of a precise brush, we're gonna take Strike, and we're gonna kind of carve out where we're gonna do the cut crease, just like right above, so that when we do the cut crease, it doesn't kind of get lost. Start out lightly, and you can always add. It's a lot harder to take away than add. And I'm just using that Morphe M433 to kind of buff it out, but not like super buffed out, just like keeping it concentrated in the area. Small circular motions helps. And when you're doing like this with the precise brush, if you look up like this, you can see where you're gonna wanna put that, because you want that to be above where your eye is blocking when it's open. Okay, so now is where we want to cut the crease. I've showed you guys this in several videos in the past, but I wanted to do it again here since it is for a beauty mix this week. But for hooded eyes, what I do is I place the concealer on my lid, And then I look up, and where that transfers to is where I'm gonna put the half moon, basically, that cut crease. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape today, and that same concealer brush that I used with the MAC paint pot. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. I take my brush and get product on both sides and really make sure that that brush is flat. If you, I wish I could show you. If there are any extra hairs, then that may cause you issues, but try to get it as flat as you can. This isn't the best brush, but it does work pretty well. And then it's also like more rounded. Now we're gonna go in and place concealer right there, and then look up, and you can see where that transferred. I didn't do a lot because I don't want to end up getting it everywhere, but you can kind of see, and it kind of guides you. And I'm almost out of my Shape Tape, even though I have a backup in my drawer. Now we'll kind of make sure that's super flat, and we'll just kind of follow that line and make a half moon. And if you lose track as you go, just place that concealer back and then look up, and you'll be good. It'll guide you again. Now, most of the time I do like just a half cut crease. I'm gonna do an entire moon with this one. Some of them take it out here, but my eyes need to be like more open for them to look, because they're already pretty small. So I don't want that like outer cut crease, because it's gonna make my eyes look even smaller. So what I'm gonna do is that like moon, making them more rounded. This is how I like to do it. Now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, so concealer is on. Now we're gonna take my translucent setting powder with that powder sweep and set that lid. Now we're gonna go back in and kind of soften up that crease area. We're just gonna go in with Hot Spell, and then that original fluffy brush, the BH Cosmetics one, and stay above that line, but just kind of blend so it's not a super harsh line. And then in that outer corner, I'm gonna really kind of blend it so that it's diffused. Kind of making it into a V, and if you mess up, just take that concealer brush. Don't need to add any concealer or anything, and you can go back in and kind of carve it out. Like if you wanted more of a V, if you just do it really lightly, it'll kind of carve it out a little bit more. Works super well. I like it a little more diffused though. All right, now for the lid, I'm just gonna take this flat brush here and go in with this shade, and we're gonna go all over the lid, just as the shade. It doesn't need Fix Plus or anything. And then just kind of like lightly bring it into that outer area. And if you get it all over, it's fine. Just go back in with the brush and kind of buff it back out a little bit. I like to really pack it on there too. And you can bring that all the way down into the inner corner of your eye too. Okay, now we're gonna go in with liner. I really liked the Urban Decay Perversion liner, the waterproof one last time, so we're gonna use that again. You don't want your liner to be super thick here, because then you're taking away from that cut crease. So I like to make mine very thin and just a little bit of a wing. Okay, liner is done. Now we're gonna do our under eyes. I'm gonna do a mix of these two shades right here for the under eye, keeping this more focused like right on the waterline, like right underneath it, and then this a little buffed out. Angle your head down and look up into a mirror. It's the easiest. I'm just gonna take a definer brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. And go in with that dark shade just all the way up. So that when we're blending, it kind of blends that out. All right, then we're gonna go back in the inner corner with this guy. Kind of on the bottom and the top there. Shoot, I wanted to use this Nude Bright liner, but the tip came out. Let's see if it works still. I think it'll work. So I've been using this a lot lately. This is the Pixie by Petra Nude Liner. I just take it and put it right in my waterline. And it's waterproof. It's not like the best nude liner, but it works. If you have any recommendations for different nude liners to try that stay, let me know. Just need to fix where I placed my fingers. I'm gonna do the rest of the face before I finish with mascara on the under eye. So I'm gonna do that and I will be right back. Okay, I was just about to do my hair, but I know on my Instagram, you guys, I did like a poll and you guys wanted to see how I do my half up knot. I know I did for my deer look, the 2 buns on top of my head, which I kind of showed you how to do it then, but I figured I can just show you now. So I just put some, my hair's dirty. I brushed through it, probably needs to be brushed through again. And I put some dry shampoo in it. So I just take the top portion of my head and I kind of tease it a little bit. So it gives it a little bit of volume, or back comb it, I guess I should say. You can use a comb, or I just use this like bristle brush. And kind of just swoop it all back. Then I take my Invisibobble, looks like this. These things are amazing. And then I just take my hair kind of right where, I have like a weird hairline, but right here, kind of out your eyes. And then go back to your crown, like here. You can take as much or as little as you want of hair and then just kind of brush it so there's no kinks. Now it depends on like how high up you want it. So if you want it like here, then that's perfect. If you want it way back further, then take more hair, kind of pull it back further. But this is perfect for me. And then I just take this and I go around, I think that was 3 times. I can go around 4 usually, but I think 3 works for me. And then it just looks like that. So kind of get it adjusted so it's in the middle. So right now it's just like a higher up pony, which actually is really cute too, but I like to pull just a little bit of hair out on the sides, kind of give it like a rounder effect. You can also go in with a comb, like here, and kind of pull it, or your fingers. Then you're gonna take this and you're gonna back comb it just a little bit, give it like a little bit of a texture, make it a little thicker. My hair's pretty fine, so I don't have a lot of it. And then you just twist it and wrap it around. It takes a little bit to get used to. Sometimes it takes a couple times, but you just kind of twist it how you want it, mess with it, pull on it, move it around. And then what you're gonna do is pin it. And again, like this can be however you want it. So that's just 1 pin right now. It's like all lopsided, but I'm gonna go in with some other bobby pins and fix it. But before I do that, I'm gonna make sure it's where I want it. So like move it around a little bit. I think that's a good spot for it. And then you just kind of pin it into place. And that's pretty much it. So you just leave it however you want it, mess around with it if you want, pull it out a little more, and yeah, until you have like what you're looking for. And if it's too high up, you just take it out and redo it. And then I would fix my hair. I usually just go back and curl it, and then I pull like some pieces out here. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna finish curling my hair and I'll be right back. All right, we are all done. I used the Touch of Spice from Maybelline's matte I can't remember. It's their Creamy Mattes line. That's what it is. I will list, obviously, all of the products down below. But yeah, I love this. I didn't use any lip liner with it or anything, but I love the formula of their mattes. Or creamy mattes, I should say. But yeah, so second to last step is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Love this stuff. And then we're gonna finish off our bottom lashes. I got a sample of the Mansour Big. This is Lancome's mascara, and I've been really liking it. So we're just gonna use that on the bottom lashes. And just as a reminder, I have lash extensions, so I cannot put mascara on it. Or I guess you can, but it's just not good for it. So I don't do it because I don't want them to fall out or have any issues. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys found this helpful if you have hooded eyes, because I know it definitely helps me with that trick where I put the concealer on the lid and then look up. It definitely helps a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you're notified each time a new video goes up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.